Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to Worse Than Death. In the last video, we made it to the sawmill, looked around, died abruptly, and the game decided to screw me over and kill me in a room where I wasn't supposed to be killed in. At least that's how it felt. So, alright. Let's start up Chapter 7, Piecing Things Together. God, Flynn. I don't know how much more of this I can take. The flooding is only getting worse out there. I know. We're lucky the door was unlocked, somebody must have forgotten to check it when they left. Maybe, maybe not. Well, it seems quiet enough in here. Hey, are you going to be okay with that leg of yours? Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, if you're sure. Even I'm getting tired. Hey, what's this? It's just an old desk. Yeah, but I think there's something here. It's too dark to see, though. There's a note here on the desk. It's written in a neat, friendly style of handwriting. It was Harcourt. Look around. You'll see what I mean. What do you suppose it means? Ugh, I have no idea. But we can't give up now. Better look around. Monsters in our backyard. It's a thick picture book about local myths and stories meant to spook kids. Remember if we tried to scare each other with some of these? The Wendigo, the Long River Hog, the Ghost of Buck Hill. That's weird. There's a little green sticky note on one of the pages. It says, "Show to Jonah." That handwriting looks like that note on the desk, too. Alright. Anything over here? This book is interesting. Betrayal Among Friends. The story of Bruce Bay's founding families. It's a historical text on the logging families that competed to work the area almost a century ago. There has always been a lot of bad blood in the town. Grace used to tell me about how her family was treated just because they weren't from here. I remember her saying that too. She said she and her dad always felt like second-class citizens. Yeah. Hey, when did she mention that to you? Come on, Flynn. Girls gotta talk to sometimes. Well, can't go that way. Nothing on the desk. That would go up. Might go down. It's a handmade poster that says Lorraine's Kids Reading List. Summer fun for young readers. Huh? The handwriting kinda looks the same as the note on the desk, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right. And check this out. The actual list of books has all been scratched out. Yeah, and it's half covered with green sticky notes. Weird. The other part of this floor has been completely blocked. This must have collapsed because of flooding. We'll have to up and over to get past it. Up and over? Okay, if we're gonna have to go up and over, might as well take a look at the basement. Let's check down here. I don't know, something about this place gives me the creeps. You don't want to go into the basement? Flynn, are you chicken? Hey, come on. I'll just wait for you up here. Fine, suit yourself. This must be the library. Storage basement. It's so chilly down here. This is a beat-up book just labeled Deeds and Records. It's a collection of ownership documents from around here. It shows old drawings of property lines, service roads, and hey, that's weird. According to this, there are hidden routes all over the town, probably left over from when loggers had to move stuff between sites back in the day. You can move around completely unnoticed using these. These are just some recent newspaper clippings about some exploration. Some new company called Hudson Carter has big plans, apparently. Yeah, right. I'll believe it when I see it. Tucked into the back of the display case are some deeds for cemetery plots. Some of them have had their details scratched out and written over with new ones. Looks like someone was scamming people out of money for plots. More local record deeds and an old coffee can hidden behind some dusty books. The coffee can looks like it had cash in it. There are mostly just smaller bills left now. That sounds like my voice is going out. Oh well. I have been running this game single playthrough so far. The door won't budge, and someone snapped the key off in the lock. I'd need something heavy just to smash it open. Okay, off I go. Find anything? There's a door to a storage room, but it's locked. We'll have to find a way to get in there. Alright. It's chilly up here. I can feel wind from outside. Holy hell. I think the roof has collapsed. This library was pretty old. It probably needed repairs, but didn't get them. Yeah. In a small town like this, who cared about the library? It was all about beer prices and roads. Okay, so I can go that way. That takes me back down. And this can take me out. It's locked. The fancy sign here says this is the office of library manager Jonah Harcourt. Wait, Harcourt? That's who the note mentioned. You're right. Well, we're going to need a key to get into the office. Yay. Well, let's take a look at what was over here. Keep up. Wow, look at this place. You really haven't been home in a while, have you? The library installed this crazy statue last year. Really? But the rest of the building is so run down. Why waste money on this? I don't know. But I heard this wasn't paid for by the town. It was installed by the guy who runs the place. Private money? Damn, he must have come into some serious cash to pay for this. Before the Flood. It's a local history paper about the reoccurring flooding that used to happen here in the 60s. I thought the new hydro dam was built because of all of that. It clearly hasn't helped much. There's a small yellow slip of paper stuck between the pages. Elle keeps saying we did this. She's an idiot. I can hide on either side of it. Cool. It's Bruce Murray. Murray? Murray. The guy who founded the town. Wasn't that in the 1800s? Probably. I'll be honest, I never paid much attention to in history class. Was always, you know, paying attention to Grace. Hey, I remember you paying attention to her as well. Well, she was the new kid in school. At that point, we were all curious about her. There's a clipped out newspaper article from a few years ago. I heard this. Police found a bunch of bodies around town. A security guard, some guy who owned a convenience store. It says the murders were never solved. The murders were never solved. They never found out who did it. That's a scary thought. I have the feeling that whatever did it is what's been chasing us. There are so many books here. I'm not even sure where to look. Yeah, I agree. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe we can come back here later. Here you can see the town's two rivers pretty clearly. And it looks like there are Washoots everywhere already. I think I mispronounced that, but I don't recognize the word, to be honest, so. I don't think there's any way in or out of the town. Barricades? I don't know. Sandbags? Something to prevent the flooding? The elevator is busted. Looks like the stairs are the only way up and down. Fantastic. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. The collapsed ceiling is blocking the way back to the other side of this floor. There's a kid's book here called Poor Paula. It's about a girl who gets teased because of her family is poor. Grace used to get picked on a lot back in high school because her family lived in the trailer park. Just because you live in a trailer park doesn't mean you're poor. I remember you almost got expelled because you beat someone up who was really on her case. Not just anybody. That was Jack. It's probably why he hates me so much. It's possible. But does he know that Jack's dead? Hey, there's a little green sticky note in the back of the book. It just has a simple sad face drawn on it. It's some science fiction novel about a boy who realizes he's not the same species as his family. How lame. I read that one. Actually, it's how I first learned about Grace. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, well, I took the book out, noticed her name on the library card. It was just after she moved here, so I recognized it as being new. Wait, Grace moved to town when we were in high school? What were you doing taking out trashy books like this then? Hey, never mind, you. I just wanted something stupid to read, okay? You know what it was like back then? There was never anything to do. I didn't realize Grace was into stuff like this. Well, you've seen what's been going on. People don't always tell each other everything. Yeah, especially you. And door's locked. It's a children's book about silly cartoon beavers meant to teach kids about logging. Lumber Larry. I remember reading some of those myself when we were little. They were in our school library, weren't they? Yeah, back in elementary. Don't you remember? That's how we first met, reading one of those books together in class. Oh my god, you're right. I haven't thought about that in years. Wow, Flynn. We've known each other for so long, it's crazy. Didn't those books also come with these extra stories on cassette? Yeah, they did. In the back of the book, I think... Take a look, see if it's there. Hey, wait a minute. There's no cassette here. But there's a key stuffed into the pocket. It's a fish. It's an electronic scanner for checking out library books. Once they're scanned, we can check them out on the PC beside it. Okay, let's take a look. The library's computer is still on. There are a few applications we can access. I was never into this computer stuff. Why don't you take a look? This is a text editing program, but whatever file this is, looks all messed up. Wait, Flynn, look closer. I think there's some kind of message here. Scan 3 books, you'll know which ones. Ooh. Holly, check this out. It's a photo taken with the computer's webcam. Oh my god. What the hell is that? It looks like Grace. Flynn, no. I told you it can't be. Grace is gone. It's the library's checkout program. We can't use it unless we scan some books first. Okay. I don't get it. That photo? That weird cryptic message? If that's Grace, we have to find out. Flynn, come on. We've been through this already. Don't make this harder than it already is. It's the middle of the night. The weather is hell outside, and we've got no way to call for help. We need to focus, okay? Okay. You're right. I'm sorry, Holly. Don't worry about it. Really. Just remember that we're in this together. We'll get through this. Okay, yeah. Well, that message said something about 3 books. So, should we search the library and see what we can find? Yeah, let's do that. Then, once we do, let's bring them back here and you can scan them. Maybe they'll give us some answers. Any of the books that have the green sticky note on them should work. Alright, here we are. Oh my god, not again. The walls are completely caked with blood. It smells like a slaughterhouse in here. You're telling me. Bruce Bay Municipal Council minutes 1980 to 1990. It's a public record copy of old meetings. According to some of these transcripts, there were problems with drug trafficking back then. Local families were suspected of taking part. So what was going on at the sawmill wasn't new. How was it that we didn't see it? Hmm? We were just kids. How could we ever know what was really happening around us? Yeah, you're right. Sometimes things are right in front of you and you don't even notice. Holly? Sorry, I'm just tired. And there's a corpse there with no head. Holy crap, what happened to this guy? His head has been completely severed, but the neck looks ragged, like it was sawed off with something blunt. God, Flynn, this is just like Jack back at the high school. Hey, I think he's got something on him. Anything else? Nope, just this? You were right. There was a scrap of yellow paper folded in his jacket pocket. Harcourt, you knew you chose money instead of decency. This must be the Harcourt mentioned in that note downstairs. God, what happened here? Hey, wait, there's something else on the back of the note. The writing is shaky, different than the front. Just says display case. Oh, don't do that. Hold on a minute. There's a really well-worn book here with a green sticky note on it. Here we go. This is a ledger of burials, transferals, and interments of the cemetery. There's a note in a very neat hand in one of the margins. Move the girl's plot. Family doesn't know. Will be better this way. She didn't deserve it. That's it? That's why Grace's body wasn't in her casket? What? You mean it was never there? Exactly. Someone arranged for her to be buried somewhere else, and Grace's father must have gone there to confirm it. That's why her grave was dug up. So that's what the note on the desk meant then. Let's hang on to this ledger. Alright. 1 of 3. There was a door in the basement with a broken lock. I bet you can use this to smash the lock. Hammer. Awesome. The town looks so ominous with all the flooding out there. I like the simple little home I remember. This whole area has changed, hasn't it? I mean, after tonight, how can anyone look at this place the same way? Well, I'm gonna have to. At least for now. And that's as a nightmare of horror. Alright, let's go back to this side. See if there's anything in here that catches my eye. No. No. Yes. This looks promising. Go back to where you came from. I know this. It's a series of memories about prejudice in small towns. Ugh, that's one of the reasons I wanted to get out of here as a teen. Grace used to mention how she never felt accepted being an outsider. Even if you were from a different town, you were an outsider. Yeah. I remember I found her crying once, you know? The girls' room. Back in school because some other kids were being assholes. Really? You never told me that. She told me not to say anything. Probably didn't want you to worry or get angry. She was right. I would have lost it. You know, I think sometimes I really forget how close you girls were too. Yeah. Well, I suppose so, but She was your fiancée, Flynn. Her death hurt you more than anyone. Anyway, look. There's a little green sticky note on the spine. Let's take this book. Alright, that's another one. Go down to the first floor. Check the basement. No. No. Alright, I'm gonna go check that basement. You stay here. No. 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 Smash that. Used heavy hammer. Can feel that cold again. Something is definitely down here. I don't have time to look. Okay. Reset the thing. I know how long it takes for it to get from one end to the other. Okay. How slow is this thing, or does it just turn around? Huh. Yeah, it doesn't even come over here. There's a taped letter stuffed into the binder back here. Appears to be someone anonymous writing to the local newspaper. Understand that you've refused to publish multiple accounts by a local man. The writer's claims about his daughter's grave are true. Closed, you'll find copies of interment records that clearly show. The letters ends right there. It looks like the paper was ripped right out of the typewriter. Must have been never sent. Okay, wait for it to go away. So, can sneak by. He's a quick little guy. Hide here. Yeah. Get away. Hey, there's a book on this shelf that looks important. Bruce Bay District High School Yearbook Collection 1963 through 1993. Well, it's got 30 years of graduation photos in here. All of us are in it too, from our graduating class in 1986. But wait a minute, most of the portraits have been ripped out. This can't be a coincidence. Better take this book back to Flynn. I think we've got what we need to make sense of all this. Time to take those books to the scanner on the first floor. Oh no, there's a body of a young woman in a bright green sweater stuffed into the corner like a discarded pile of rags. The cold down here has kept the body well preserved, so I can't tell how long she's been down here. Yeah, I'm gonna hide here. You gonna tantrum? I hide here. I'm not gonna touch you. Get away from me. Would love to see what's on top of the desk. Run away! Okay. Back upstairs. Find anything? I found an old yearbook of ours, but there's something wrong with it. What do you mean? Look at all of our portraits have been torn out just from our class. What the hell? Yeah. That's what I say. Jump. Going down. See if there's anything else special on any of these shelves. Nope. Okay. So scan them in. Okay, we found your 3 special books. What do we do now? Just place each of the books on the pad and scan their barcodes. Okay. Place barcode here. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, that's all of them. Let's check out the PC again. Now that we've scanned the books, let's use the checkout program to see what we can find. Okay, the checkout program lists the books that we just scanned in. Go back to the high school. Look again, Holly. These aren't the titles of the books at all. You're right. Look at this. The scanned titles, they're spelling out another message. Go back to the high school. Go back to the high school. Oh God, Flynn. We're idiots, Flynn, of course. What do you mean? We've been running all over town. First I was trying to get to you in the cemetery. And then I was trying to find you after that. But this all started back at the school. If it really is Grace's father behind all this, what if we never left the school in the first place? What? Then how did I end up at the cemetery? Or how did you end up at the hospital? It doesn't make any sense. I know. But I think I have a hunch about all of this. We'll have to go back to the high school. Alright, it's time to go. Oh boy, this has been hectic and weird. These are local history books that Grace's dad would have always have me get for him when he was in the hospital. The secret of the island. Rising tides. Pollution in the waters. Who's really buried here? That last book has a little green sticker note on the front cover with a crude thumbs up icon drawn on it. I don't like this. The community board is covered in blood. Wait a minute. These aren't the usual posts that people put up. There are graduating photos torn out of the yearbook I found. There's Jack, Vanessa, and even an old picture of Mr. Sarton. The shelf has been toppled over, like somebody ran right into it. What the... Okay... Oh my God, it's the head of the library manager. How did it get from the office upstairs? Let's get the hell out of here. I agree, let's get out of here. Okay. Calm down. And we're going to leave it here for now, and we'll pick this up in the next video with Chapter 8. Right back where you started. So until then, see you guys.